Okay, so I'm waiting for Lemmy, my friend Camille. Yes. So, all right, I've sent an invitation. He should be joining us any minute.
That's
Yes!
wonderful! Finally!
It's working, man!
That's a
Woo!
kind of magic, Stan. Can you fix
Awesome!
your camera a little bit? And because we're cutting your head and we see your beautiful tattoos over there.
Cutting my
Yeah,
head. How is this?
it's perfect. Now you're
Yeah, okay.
looking amazing. I will tell you
Awesome.
something at the beginning, and to you,
Okay.
all of guys, look at this. I told you, I mentioned about that, but we talk about your tattoo a little bit later.
Can you see
After
it?
this, that's a connection.
Yeah. Well, my ring is in the gym. I just finished my workout, so I can't show you my ring, but I can show you my little pendant. And of course,
Whoa!
Camille.
Ah, you got this. That's amazing.
Of
That's a
course.
brotherhood.
And that's my brother there.
I love it. Stan,
Whew.
I spoke with a few fans of you. Exactly, it's not a few, it's like thousands of them. And
All right. So you've been busy.
most of the fans are the ladies.
Um,
And I'm just wondering why. And they're
I
saying
can tell
that
you why.
you are very handsome. Tell me why.
The thing is, my Instagram consists over 75% of ladies. So I'm a fortunate guy to have a very large audience consisting of lovely ladies. And of course, I have many guys out there also supporting. So, I have all sorts, but ladies are, the majority. So this is why you got
That's so
more
true.
ladies coming
And
at you.
some of them, they send me a question. Why?
Okay.
Why you are so handsome?
Um, I think.
Okay, differently. Not because of your mother, father, grandmother, and other people in your family, but you are doing so many workouts, and your transformation from the time of Harry Potter is big. So, can you tell us what kind of workouts you're doing and what kind of habits you've got with your beauty side?
Yes, of course I can. As I said, I just literally finished my workout for today. Was my second workout, so I probably look a bit pumped. I did chest and biceps, and my routine is I wake up early in the morning. When I go to the mountain, a lot of my fans know I go and do my cardio, fasted, hungry, before everything else in the mountain. That's waking up at 5:36 in the morning. So I go and do that. And then later on during the day, I have a muscle building session. So it's a lifestyle for me. I have a special way of eating. Well, I say special. It's really a normal way for me.
This necklace of the bull is because you're eating one bull per day, or is a different reason, and you're eating something different?
Well, I am a Taurus as a star sign, and I, see myself as being a bull in some other life. So a lot of similarities. The way my body, my structure is built is very much like a bull. A big neck, big shoulders, big triceps. I mean traps. So I associate myself with a bull, with a Taurus, which is my star sign. So that's why, and this is an S, which
But
represents a lot
your
of things.
diet is like a Taurus diet, so eating a lot of grass and herbs, or you are vegetarian, or you are veganer and you are eating a lot of meat.
Well, a funny fact is I hardly eat any meat. I'm not a vegan and I'm not a vegetarian. I eat eggs. This is for my breakfast. I have 8 eggs, 2 whole eggs, and 6 to 8, depends, just egg whites. So yeah, my diet consists mainly of beans and bean foods, rice, a lot of greens, anything that's green in color in terms of vegetables. A lemon with water, to start off with
All right,
the
so
day.
I have to change my diet a little bit because my diet is full of broccoli now and meat 4 times a day.
That's good, actually. You know, just cut on the meat. Keep the broccoli. Cut a little bit on the meat. You want to eat clean meat. Avoid anything that's industrial. That means salmon, chicken, anything that is made in vast quantities for business. You know, it's all injected with, you know, bad things, hormones, steroids to make, you know, the animals
So I
grow
was
quick.
thinking if
Just
I will eat the meat like that, I will be like a Popeye, and I'm eating the steamed meat, so I'll be also pumped.
Well, you know, Popeye eats a lot of spinach, as you know. We've all, well, a lot of us have grown up with
I think it's our friend.
Popeye, yeah. So a lot of green. It's all been there, you know. I know a lot of bodybuilders will say, eat meat, eat this, eat that. Everybody as a structure, as a human body is different. See what works best for you. For me, it's bean. You know, I get my protein from beans. I get my protein from seeds, from nuts, and some fish, mostly eggs. So I avoid eating chicken, even though we ate a lot of this on Last Man Down. So yes, you
But
know, if I can,
I can tell you that soon you will continue your diet of the rice and chicken. I'm just
I don't mind. Listen, man, I don't mind. I'm adaptive. You know, you need to be a chameleon in this life. You need to be able to adapt. So, you know, whatever works for the moment. On Last Man Down, believe it or not, I didn't gain and I didn't lose any weight.
I'm
I mean,
surprised.
yes, I was, you know, I mean, I gained 2 kilos, but I'm 85 now. So I came back from Last
But I
Man Down,
told you,
85.
you've been pumping
And
all the time. You've been in the gym every time what you could save for gym. It was impressive. And I think after that, I started doing the gym as well because on a set, I haven't got any time uh,
oh yeah, you were busy.
except of the chopping the trees and the wood.
Yeah. Well, you were working out pretty much every day too, you know, on set, running around, doing things, chopping wood and all sort of stuff. So you know,
Yes.
we gotta keep busy. I mean, we know what we need to do in order to get where we
I've
want
got
to be
some
at. So
secret information for you, but after the interview about the new upcoming project. And like you heard, dear guys, you know that Stan is acting now in amazing action film with Daniel Styson, with Madeleine Val, Last Man Down. But it's not the question about this because we can't say more about that. The question is how it's happened that you became Victor Crumb.
Victor Crumb, oh, this is a while ago now, man.
How
I
long
don't
ago
even
you
want to
were?
remember.
Sorry.
No, don't ask this question. It will make us all feel old. It was a while ago, let's say, yeah. Fortunate enough to keep on going, and it's going to stay with us, I believe, for life, which is really nice. But how I got into it, this was my first job. This was, I think, I was destined to become Victor Crumb and, you know, to find the path, the road of becoming an actor. And, you know, I really enjoyed acting, and it so happens that I've been noticed by different producers and directors throughout, you know, the years since Harry Potter. It's been a while, you know, over 15 years now. So, you know, I've been fortunate to be noticed and to be doing other jobs and currently doing Last Man Down. I've got another project down the pipeline. I've done a lot of stuff, you know.
But
So,
in between, you also performed in amazing film. It was a horror thriller, uh,
yes.
also of the amazing producer and director. How it's to work with so big and famous directors in so huge productions? Are you nervous
Uh,
or you just adapted?
Well, as I said, you know, I've been really fortunate to have been able to touch myself into the mecca, basically. You know, I've done. You're talking about Hostel here. You know, producer is Quentin Tarantino, who we all know. Director was Eli Roth, who was the one who actually noticed me in Harry Potter and said, "I want this guy in my film." So, you know, I must have done a pretty decent job on Harry Potter to be noticed by you know, Quentin Tarantino and Eli Roth. So how it was working, it was something I really wanted to do. I wanted do something different, you know, from fantasy and a horror. How much different can it get? It was awesome. I got really well. I got on really well with everybody. Great cast, you know, great director, great everything, you know. Just the whole crew and cast was awesome. We did film in Prague, which, you know, one of the best destinations for this. And then we finished off 2 weeks in Iceland.
Amazing. So it was also great travel. But if
Oh,
you
yes, yes,
travel in the
absolutely.
time with your memories, I know it was a long, long time ago and a lot of things happened around. But if you will go in the past of Harry Potter, there was a beautiful woman. She is still. And you had a dance with her. What was her name?
Emma.
Emma. And some ladies, I think they're a little bit jealous because you were dancing with her. How was dancing with her?
It was good, you know. She's a great professional and you know, a good friend. So it was. We of course had you know, a coach, a dance coach, choreographer, who showed us, and you know, we had like 2 weeks lessons of how to do the whole waltz and all. But yeah, I was lucky to have Emma Watson as my dance partner. We got on really well together, and we had this competition going amongst each other, you know, amongst the couples in the film.
Yes.
And we wanted to be the best. So of course, you know, she being Hermione and me being Victor Crumb, you know, we wanted to be the best. And we had Robert Pattinson and, you know, Katie Leung and all the other guys like up against us. So we did our best, and I think we did a great job. It was an absolute honor, you know, pleasure. Really, really nice, sweet girl. And well, she's a woman now. She was, you know, 14, 15 back then.
Her?
Sorry?
Did you get a kiss from her?
Did I get a kiss? I think I received like an air kiss or something, yeah.
Because one of the girls was asking about that, and she wanted to know this juicy thing. But let's keep it in a secret.
Okay.
There was also plenty of other questions which I can't give you because they are not.
Yeah, they're like X-rated.
We got a lot of people from Turkey, France, Poland, England, United States. I see plenty of your fans from all over the world. It's amazing. And can you tell us who is your favorite character from Harry Potter, or the person?
Well, person as in person, I couldn't pick one. I mean, it's really difficult. I was on the project for over 11 months filming, and then, you know, we've been friends throughout ever since. So I mean, most of them are really, all of them are really, really nice, and, you know, colleagues and great fun to be around. Of course, huge names, you know, in the cast. So I couldn't pick one. I mean, I'm really close friends with Chris Rankin, with Tolga Seyfer, you know, with Josh Herdman, who was Goyle, and just a lot of them, you know, the twins, James and Oliver, and, you know, most of them. So we've remained really good friends, and, you know, it's always awesome when we meet around the world. Well, hopefully COVID will go away and we get to meet up again. Around conventions and meeting fans, and also character-wise, I really, really liked the character of Snape. He was really cool. You know, Alan Rickman, God rest his soul, did a wonderful, wonderful job. And I remember, you know, sitting in makeup, and he was there, just always being Snape. You know, intimidating, and, you know, just looking around and just being Snape, and it was awesome. We had the same makeup artist at some point.
Oh, so we spent a lot of time with him.
Oh, yes, we did. We did. As I said, you know, over 11 months. So I got to get close and speak, you know, a lot with Maggie Smith, with Alan Rickman, with, you know, Sir Michael Gambon and all, which are huge names in the movie world. And it's been an honor. And as you know me, you know, we clicked and we became friends with you really easily. I'm pretty talkative, I'm very open, and you know, I'm easy to talk with. So I got close to a lot of
I
them.
tell you that I'm surprised because you mentioned about the snail. I was expecting that you would say Hagrid.
Hagrid, oh,
Yeah.
Robbie Coltrane. Yes, he's an awesome person and a great character also. But I didn't have many scenes with him. Most of the time, he was a big robot kind of character. There are some film magic done, and you've seen the big robotic structure of Hagrid, and then you've seen Robbie Coltrane doing the acting as Hagrid, but a smaller version, and then they scale it up. So yeah,
That's the magic of the
yeah,
movie.
that's the magic of filming. This is well, it's not a secret. I mean, we all know it. So the few times I did get to see Robbie Coltrane, and he's just it's an honor meeting all these names and people. This is some of the biggest names in the film industry. So I've been really fortunate.
I see over here also greetings from Serbia, from Russia, from Poland, and there is a beautiful girl. She mentioned to me a few times yesterday and today that she would love to have some nice words from you, and her name is Natalia Blows for you. If you can send her greetings, she would be happy.
Natalia. Yes, all my greetings go out to Natalia. I hope you're doing well. There you go.
I think you've got her heart.
Hopefully.
But also, if it's a big heart, what you have, there are big tattoos. I
A
know
few,
this
yeah.
is because you told me when we had the time between the shots of The Last Man Down, you told me what's the meaning. But I think some of the people, even you got greetings from Kazakhstan and
Yes.
from Malika, from India.
Also, yeah.
People are coming from whole world.
All over the world.
Which is your the best tattoo? I know each one is the best, but what is the meaning of the most important tattoo for you?
Wow. It's a bit difficult to pick one. I mean,
So,
every.
oh, I've got. I just been on the film set when my wife was today.
Okay.
Beautiful palace of Potocki, the grandson of Jan III Sobieski, and there was a huge and beautiful sculpture of beheaded Medusa.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've got Medusa, I've got Anubis, I've got a lot of stuff on me. They all mean something to me. The only one that doesn't really, I mean, it has its meaning, but I picked it off internet just because I liked it, was the warrior. He turned into a warrior who's shielding,
The
his
big
beautiful
shield.
girl. And yeah, so it's gotten meaning, a lot of meaning to it eventually. It wasn't to start off with. Otherwise, all my tattoos, I mean, I told you a lot of symbols, a lot of meanings behind each symbol, and they all sort of tell a story, maybe connected to my life in one way or another, or connected to me directly. So it's something that I seem to enjoy. I mean, it's painful, but I like the way they sit on me, and the meaning they carry. And I tend to forget I have tattoos until people start mentioning and asking about them. I mean, there is a point where you just get so used to them. It's like looking at yourself in the mirror every day. You never get tired. I mean, it's something completely normal. So I mean, I don't see myself as every day, oh, wow, he's got a tattoo, I've got a tattoo here. And, it's something completely, it's my skin. So it's not something unusual until people notice and they go, wow, is this Medusa? Wow, Anubis, what is the meaning of this and that? And this is when, it hits me and I'm like, oh, wow, man, I've got quite a few tattoos on me. So
But I
you get
can say
into.
that the artists who made your tattoos are very talented. And Tanya from Belgium is very curious her whole life. about the meaning of the Egyptian and Greek signs, and she's very happy to hear the stories. But can you tell us why you choose the Egyptian signs and the Greek ones? And why not from the Slavic mythology or Aztec mythology, or from Norwegian?
There isn't a specific reason. Those symbols, I mean, I have Alpha, Omega, I have the all-seeing God's eye, I have, Gorgon, Medusa, I've got Anubis, I have, the new one I got on my calf, which is the ancient Egyptian cross.
This one on the forehead of Anubis.
Exactly. Yes, that is the one. And it has, all different symbols within. I'll tell you all the meanings when we see each other next time. I figured out some interesting things, I mean, I did some research before I got it. So there isn't a particular reason. I'm just fascinated by the history and, just where we come from. I read a lot of esoterics. I do my research, and my interests expand into space and aliens and like ancient Sumeria and all these ancient Egyptian pyramids and how everything was built and done. And my thoughts and my vision of life just changed over time. My mind, got a wider specter of understanding the world. So, some of those symbols and things on my skin are connected to all of that, and
I believe so.
they empower me. Yeah.
They are very
Sorry?
personal. They are giving you some energy. And
Yes.
I forget who wrote this, but she mentioned sexy guys. And there is another person who's called Last Hope. Would love to hear from you. I think she's from Italy. To say ciao. Can you say ciao?
Ciao. Yes, ciao. Of course. Say something in Bulgarian also.
Can you speak in how many languages? Because some people are asking that you are so talented and you are speaking so perfectly in English and also in your language. But can you speak other languages too?
Yes. I've been really good with languages throughout the years. I could speak a lot more, but you don't practice, you lose them temporarily. Yes, but I can speak German, I can speak English, obviously my language, Bulgarian. I can understand most languages around Bulgaria, like Serbian and Macedonian, and we can get around. Slavic languages are very similar in many ways.
Okay, so let's try. I will speak a little bit, but slowly in Polish, and let's check if you can understand. No dobrze, Stan. To powiedz, jak masz na imię?
Okay, you started off, okay, well, good, Stan, and then I lost it.
What's your name, Stan? Can you repeat your name?
Oh, my name, yes, it's Stan Yanevski. Well, it's actually Stanislav, my full name, but
in Polish.
Stanislav, yeah. I think around the Balkans you can have it as Stanislas. Stanislav is quite popular, even though it's one of the rarer names. Ivan, Georgi, all of those are much more popular. George in English, but Stan is rare. And fun fact is, I was probably the first, one of the first over here to be called Stan. So I introduced the short version of my name, and this was because they called me Stan in London when I went to school. And usually they would be called Stani or Slavi in Bulgaria. It wouldn't be Stan. Usually they'd be Slavi, Stani. So, I introduced Stan and it became famous, and now all people who have Stanley or some sort of Stan in their names are called Stan, which is pretty interesting.
That's perfect. Stan, can you hear me? Because something is happening on my screen.
Yes, I can.
Okay,
Perfectly.
that's great. So, because I lost the vision of you. tell me, if you I will meet some magicians or some um, people from other worlds like the Anunnakis, and they will come to you and they will give you some special power, what it will be?
What power I would ask?
Yes.
Wow. Well, Anunnakis. Shall we tell the audience who
No,
the
no.
Anunnakis were?
Let's say the
Leave that to them to
magicians.
discover. Okay.
Exactly.
Uh, you guys can find out what the Anunnakis were and who they are. Okay, so what power I would ask? Oh, this is very difficult. This is like what spell I would want to have, you know, and what ability on my wand. It would be something to cure the evil and the bad spirit that we as humans possess and expose to the world as of late years. You know, I believe we have been very destructive to the planet, to the surroundings, to nature, to each other. You know, fighting over things, you know, having money rule the world, and you know, hatred and separation, war and all this. You know, I would ask for some sort of power to get rid of this bad energy that, you know, we humans have given so much power to us of late. So yeah, just to kind of, you know, respect nature a little more, respect each other as humans a little more, and respect just the environment. So rather than just take and be so destructive, you know, to give back. You know, there is nothing wrong with going and planting some trees and just giving back to, you know, our planet. We've just been taking and taking and taking. And there is a limit to how much we can take before, you know, something will happen and something will fight back. I mean, we don't stand, there is no food chain that we stand on, you know, we are not part of the food chain. So
That's amazing, and I think it's really good power to reunite all of us with the nature and to stop this greedity. And
yes.
I think it's a better power than the powers of the Marvel characters of the comic books. Um,
Well,
oh,
if
so
you remember,
there is another question from the fans. Um,
okay,
if you have an option after this, you get the power from Anunnakis, to
okay.
play some character from the comic books, who it will be, or maybe in some on what kind of the story you would love to act and play.
Phew, I don't know, any action hero, superhero, one that hasn't been exposed too much and hasn't been
Which one?
played by too many people. I don't know, maybe Captain Planet. Remember Captain Planet?
Oh, that's so true. The Captain Planet wasn't screened yet.
Captain Planet, yes, with the
With
rings, and you know they would call
right,
Captain
with
Planet
all
to
of the
help.
power of the
Yes,
ring.
so you know, he would be a cool one to bring to life. I haven't seen Captain Planet being, you know, I mean, this is a cartoon from when I was a kid, so a
I
while
grew up on
ago.
this cartoon as well.
Yes, and I remember, you know, I was sitting and waiting for this to come up, and every time Captain Planet, you know, and yeah, that would get me excited. But you know,
And
a lot of
look at
people have
this.
been saying,
You will get from the magicians, and you will get this power, what the Captain Planet has to cure the Earth, to cure the environment and the humanity. That's exactly the
well, yeah,
same.
it kind of answers the previous question too.
Yes, so true, so true. But if we go further and we'll finish the stories about the fantasies of the comic books and the Harry Potter, is there any other type of character or film you would love to play?
Yes, I would really love to, you know, that project that you have in mind. I would love to bring that to life and, you know, show the world. I mean, I know I've got a few tattoos and it would take some makeup and costume to, you know, cover up, but I would love to be in a medieval, in, you know, like a Viking style kind of,
We
kind
will
of
make
movie.
this
So
film in next year probably, but it's
God
good.
bless.
It's good to hear that. And so the Viking, I've seen you already on the camera when you played a very bad character and very strong master guy. I hope, guys, you would love to see that as well, because Stan is amazing actor and amazing character in this film. So it will come
Feldspar.
to reality very, very soon. And there is a few more questions, but I have to remind some of them. You told us that you love to travel, and you traveled already a lot
Yes.
around the world. But when you're traveling, are you flying on the Bram or are you flying on the plane? Because you are the master of the Quidditch. Come on.
That's true. Well, I have the Nimbus 2025, so it's from the future. It's a very good broomstick, but you know we have advanced in Durmstrang, and we can now use teleport. So I don't need to fly on anything; just use the teleport. However, in the real world, we use aeroplanes, and I use a lot of the time my bike. You know, I'm a biker. Believe it or not, I love to ride my motorcycle. I was on it yesterday. I actually had a few requests on my, you know, direct messages from fans asking for me to make a YouTube video. And, you know, what I use my YouTube channel for is making, you know, travel videos when I have time. So I went and I got some footage, and I need to put a video together now from my trip yesterday. It was a 500-kilometer.
Wow.
I came back late at night, and you know, a few interesting things happened. I managed to get the drone up in a restricted zone. So we have footage of a restricted area. Unfortunately, I did crash it upon landing, but it helped me get away from trouble, because I had two security guards approach me and say, oh, you know, you're not supposed to be filming and you're not supposed to be flying around in a drone here. So it literally just hit a wall and landed. It wasn't a big crash, so it's all right. But we have special footage, and hopefully, you know, I filmed with my you know, my drone, with my action camera, with my you know, normal camera too. So we've got a, you know, a few different angles, and I'll be trying to put this together in the next couple of days. So fulfill my fans' wishes.
How was flying on the Bram to play the Quidditch? Because I've seen some footage behind the scene, and you told me some stories that it was really impressive. Also, when you jump into the water and you transformed into the big animal, how it was?
Shark, yes.
What is the experience and the feelings of playing the Quidditch first, and the secondly, to transform into another animal and to do their own stunts?
Yes, own stunts. You know, good about that. Flying on the broomstick, I was in the era before they molded everyone's bum onto the broomstick. So we had small seats which were really hard, and we would get strapped onto those brooms which were on a hydraulic arm. And we would be sat on that thing for a while doing all those different moves, and all boys out there would understand me. It was painful and not very comfortable on the crown jewels. Some of us had to learn how to walk again. It was painful, but lucky, you know, we complained, and then they molded everyone's bum after us, and they had really comfortable seats. So I didn't get to experience that. However, it was really fun. I mean, a lot of blue screen and green screen, but you know, the end result is what we aim for. So a little bit of pain for a very good end result. Brilliant. Then turning into a shark, it happens now and then when I go swimming. People get scared, but it's all right. I don't eat humans. I just tend to swim around and you just see my fin. It was an interesting experience. I think the better transformation out of all actually underwater. So Victor Krum, you know, turning into a shark was, I think, the most spectacular way of breathing underwater. You know, all those other ones getting gills and, you know, those bubbles and nothing that special. But then you have a shark, you know, a great white, well, half shark, being me.
But
Awesome, right?
how high was to jump to the water from the elevation?
Well, it was for the task. It was not that high, but then I had a scene where I had to jump off the ship, and that was about probably about 20, 30 meters.
Wow.
I had to, yes, because the ship was tilted, and it was supposed to be 10 meters high. And I did train with the Olympic coach of Great Britain to, you know, dive from that high. And then when we actually went on the ship, it looked a hell of a lot higher than that. But then, you know, well, you know me now, so you can confirm when there is a task to do, you know, I hear action
You
and
are the man. You are the man
I
who's
just go for it. There is no for me, you know, it doesn't matter how scary it is, how dangerous, I just go for it. And yeah, my stunts, I like to do my own stunts. It just gives me that pleasure, you know, that feeling of greatness. And when people ask, wow, you know, how was that done? I can just come up and say, well, you know what, I did this myself. It was painful. It maybe was a bit challenging, but you know, I've done it myself and I enjoy it. You know,
That's
I can take
amazing.
some.
I think all of those experiences from the acting life, from the acting career, are making the huge transformation in your mindset and in your soul. This Victor Krum is jumping from the edge of the ship to the water and transforming into the huge shark, which is nice, polite, but also can be dangerous. Uh, it's kind of you. So, can you say that after so many years, after the Harry Potter, something has changed in yourself?
Well, I was 18 when we did Harry Potter. So, you know, I'm 35 right now. So a few years have passed. I've done a bit of reading. I've developed myself, you know, both physically and spiritually. So, okay, someone's birthday, I see. Oh, happy birthday to Beryl VSP. There you go.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, happy birthday. I saw a few messages, so we had to give a shout out. Um, so yeah, I have changed over the years, but I believe for the better. You know, we have to aim to develop ourselves. I mean, life is an ongoing thing, and you need to keep pursuing to bring a better version of yourself every day, every week, every month, every year. So this is what I've been doing. You know, I've been trying to find the balance between the spiritual and the physical. You know, we talked about this, but the spirit and the body, bring them together in a harmonic style, in a harmony.
In
So
yeah.
yin and yang, exactly. And you know, I try to surround myself with positivity and positive energy. Smile and enjoy life. Don't take things too seriously. I mean, you know, take everything seriously enough, but of course, not give any weight to bad energy, no matter what. You know, I try to stay positive. I try to look at things from the bright side, and this is why, you know, I seem to motivate a lot of people, and you know, I just enjoy life. I have changed in a way to enjoy life more than I did before. You know, there was a period, believe it or not, I was 110 kilos, and I
110.
wasn't
You're, oh gosh!
110.
But you had
Yes.
such big muscles, or you had a little bit of oil around you?
I had a survival kit around my belly. Yes. But yeah, I was, you know, I think we all go through different periods in our lives, and this was one of my bad periods. You know, I wasn't very positive about life, and you know, I didn't see things the way I'm seeing them now, and I was attracting a lot of bad negative energy. And you know, I believe that what you surround yourself with, as in aura and energy, is what you attract. So I stood in front of the mirror one day and I asked myself, you know, I spoke to myself and I asked, Stan, man, is this what you want from life? Is this the body that you're happy with? Is this the spirit that you're happy with? Is this what you want for your future? You know, a miserable, dark, sad living? And the answer was no. And you know, after you say no, what comes is change. And you know, you need to change from within yourself. You know, no one will come and change it for you. You need to make that change. So you know, I decided to start reading into things and you know, change my lifestyle, change my diet, change my way of thinking, basically change everything about me pretty much. And you know, not long after I did this, I mean, it wasn't an easy road. You know, it's never
But
easy,
okay,
but
you've been 110 kilograms and now you are way lighter. So how
I
was
look
this
bigger.
transformation? You just went for a liposuction and you started eating only apples, or it was a hard work with the proper diet and workouts?
It is pretty much what I'm doing now. It's working out twice a day, eating good, healthy, uh, organic if possible. You know, I want to grow my own crops. So, organic, clean food, raw if possible, not processed, not half ready, none of those greasy, you know, I mean, it's science basically. You need to know what you're putting into your body. You know, you need to think of food in a different way. So this
So
is what I did. I
can you
started.
tell us that everybody can do it? Because I spoke with some people and they were crying and they were saying that they're a little bit too heavy and they don't know what to do with them, so they want to transform, but it's so hard. What kind of advice you can give them?
Everyone can do it. If I can do it, everyone can do it. You know, I'm
I'm
not
saying
saying it's an
exactly the same.
easy.
If I can do it, you can do it too. Please continue.
Anyone can do it. It's all, you know, the right mindset. I keep saying this when, you know, when I'm live or, you know, in my messages. It's all having the right mindset, you know, consistency, positive thinking, and the right mindset. If you have your mind set to a target, you know, shoot for the moon. If you miss, you'll end up with the stars, you know, just keep going. Don't give in to naysayers. There will always be people who will say you cannot do this, you cannot do.
Never say
Use their
no.
energy, but use their energy to prove them wrong. You know, they are wrong. They can stay in their no world. You know, they I was told I couldn't act. I was no actor. I was, you know, a lucky some lucky dude who got into Harry Potter. But look at me today, man. You know, I've
Exactly.
got all this follow. You know, I'm shooting movies. I'm inspiring people. I know who I am, you know, and if I was to listen to all those naysayers and all those people who were saying, oh, you're never gonna be an actor, you're never gonna succeed, I would have never been where I stand today. So I believed in myself, and you know, I had the right mindset, and I still have it. And you know, it's an ongoing process every day. You know, I mean, there are difficult days, of course, everyone has them, and this is when I turn around and I remember why I'm waking up at 6 in the morning, why I'm going an hour and a half hungry in the mountain, why I'm going to work out in the middle of the night because I haven't worked out during the day. You know, I remember why I took the first step. And you know,
So,
this is
that's the thing. No, no excuses. That's so true.
No excuses. You know, people
If you
say
want to reach
they.
something, you have to work hard for this. And if you want to dream about something, also I was asking my wife to come here and to show off in front of you, but she's shy. No, she's coming. She's coming.
Yeah, I'm really shy. Oh, is it a koniec?
No, 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 no.
What
It's a black screen all the time. Can you see
Okay.
her?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, hi Stan. I heard so much about you, and it's nice to meet you. Even
Hopefully, good things.
if I,
Hopefully, good
yeah, of
things.
course.
No, no, no.
I love your talk and this interview, guys. I won't be bothering you any longer.
So this is the way. It is another step to my another question, because some girls, I can't mention how many girls because I don't have so many fingers on my hands, were asking me to ask you, are you single? Or do
Um,
you have your girlfriend?
there would
Or
there
you
would be a
prefer to
ring, you
be,
know.
or maybe you want some change in your life and to find the proper queen for yourself?
God bless, God bless.
Which one?
You
Which one?
know, to
Which girl?
find, to find the right girl, to find the queen, the mother of my kids. God knows. I mean, I think this is one of the purposes of, us being alive is to, leave something behind, and I'd love to leave some offspring. At some point, it's one of the things that I haven't been too lucky with, unfortunately. So who knows? We'll see in the future.
I've got to hope you will find in your path this beautiful woman, and she will come quicker than we expect. But I'm very glad that our paths are crossed in our life and we met together. I can tell you that we should. It was mentioned to meet together and to work on a previous film from the last year when you met with Daniel Tyson. But I
Yep.
chose a different part of my road. But finally, all roads are driving to where? To Rome or to Zimbabwe? To your dream.
To your
And
dream, man. This. I mean, everything in life that happens is meant to happen. In one way or another. And we were destined to meet, and I believe that we have, a future together in many ways. So it's all meant
that's
to be, and I'm very happy. I mean, Last Man Down has again proven to me that you take the opportunity, you never know who you're gonna meet, and then you meet some wonderful people who seem to share the same dream, the same passion, the same energy, and I feel powered up, and I cannot wait to see what the future has to bring.
And I've seen that your workouts in the last weeks are improving your belly and your six pack, and you will look even better than you are. And I would love to see you in the same condition and with this happy smile in a few weeks on the set in Sweden, because we meet over
Absolutely,
there very, very soon. Stan.
absolutely, yes.
I think it's around 1 hour, and people love to listen to us, and they're sending a lot of new questions. But let's keep it for another session, guys. If you would love to listen to us and listen to the stories of Stan, we can join in a few days, few weeks later on to continue the interview with Stan, with Victor Kram or Miroslav from Hostel, and who you play in the Last Man Down. Can you say something about that? But not too much.
Yes. I there is Camille being professional. Yes, I play Feldspat, who is one of the lead characters in Last Man Down, and he's a very, very interesting one. So keep your eyes. I mean, just
On the
lost my
screen,
wording.
on the rota of IMDb, and the film how soon will be finished. It's not finished, but it's a Swedish American English film, but it will be soon done. And first part is amazing, bad character, and sometimes in the set I was afraid of him, but I know that behind of this bad body. He's a very, very good, handsome guy with a very, very strong and warm heart. Stan Yanevski, that's you.
I thought you were talking about Camille here, but thank you very much.
We can talk about Camille later on the private, but today it's yours evening, and I'm very glad to speak with you, to make this interview with you, Stan. And let's meet soon. And guys, if you have another
Absolutely.
questions, if we didn't mention about some things what you would love to hear from Stan, send it to Stan, send it to me, and we continue that. And Stan, if you will be happy, we can also make this interview in a printed in a British Thoughts magazine.
Of course, yeah.
All right, so we can talk about this a little bit later. And guys,
Definitely.
have a great evening and have a good night. Camille Lemmy
Have a
and
wonderful Tuesday.
And
See you
please
soon.
don't forget to record it and to put it on Instagram as a Instagram story.
Yes, yes, I will put it as a Insta TV, whatever the new thing is called.
Wonderful. So see you later.
All right.
I will call you in 10
See you
minutes.
later.
Bye, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.